The occupation of the banks, the TD Bank downtown, we had gone on the march of the banks where many occupiers had decided to close down their bank accounts to show the banks that we're not going to participate in their system any longer. Their monopoly of the world's money and the fact they're investing in things that are being detrimental and damaging to the planet. So there were some of us who decided to go to each of the banks and demand to have our accounts closed down as a show of solidarity with each other and with the 99%. So I joined after they had left the Bank of Nova Scotia, and I went with the group of about 50 to 60 people inside the main branch of the Toronto Dominion Bank downtown. While we were in there was a music system brought in, and we turned up the music. The bank hat was open when we went in. There were a couple customers in there who kind of thought it was a little humorous that we had come in and invaded the bank en masse like that, and we proceeded to have a dance party on the main floor of the bank. As we climbed up on top of desks and tables and counters, we began having a dance party inside the main branch of the TD Bank in downtown Vancouver. And we basically possessed that bank for well over an hour, in my estimation. One by one and two by two, police began filing into the bank, and they sort of had us surrounded. They lined it up against the walls, and as we eventually decided that our protest was drawing to an end after some time and a lot of happiness, there was never any violence, nor was there any threat of violence. Everybody was having a very good time. It was like a very peaceful protest where we were there to make a point. The bank had refused to close the bank accounts of a couple of our co-campers, other occupiers who had demanded that their bank accounts be closed, and the manager had refused to close the bank accounts, so we proceeded to have the dance party. The police, as they came in, I managed to talk to several of them, and I shook their hands, and I said, you know, we're doing this Occupy for your kids and your grandkids as well. I didn't hear one of them argue with anything I said when it was concerning the future. We eventually had a little meeting towards getting near the first hour we had been in there, and a small group decided to remain behind and continue the protest on their own, but the majority of us then proceeded to peacefully file out back outside, and there was no threat of violence or violence, as I said. We basically possessed the bank. We made a point. The people who wanted their bank accounts closed down got them closed down, and we left peacefully, having made our point. And it was, in my view, it was, I describe it as we had been riding the sandworm, like in the book Dune. We had possessed one of the giant sandworms, and we had completely overtaken a major bank in downtown Vancouver. We made our point very successfully. Yay for Occupy, and yay for peaceful protest in the Gandhi model. We provided no resistance, nor did we give in. We held our ground for well over an hour in most unlikely of places. It was amongst the most incredible things that happened while I was camping at Occupy Vancouver.